Get real, get hired at Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology. Now, let's join the Culinary Arts Division for Capstone Cooking, a fine dining experience featuring outstanding culinary students. Their capstone project is to share with you the joy of preparing and presenting a delicious culinary creation. Today's presenters are Lori Ginn, Heather Castleberry, and Jared Glass.
Hi, and welcome to the OSU Institute of Technology. My name is Heather Castleberry, and I'm going to be taking you through two demos today. Our first demo is going to be with culinary student Lori Ginn. She's going to take you through table setting, and then we're going to go over to Jared Glass, and he is going to take you through how to make bananas Foster. And right now, we'll turn it over to Lori.
Welcome to OSU Institute of Technology. I'm Lori Ginn, and today I'm going to show you how to properly set up a table using a prefix menu. Our menu today is going to be a fresh selection of bread, French onion soup, a field salad with a roasted tomato vinaigrette, halibut served with a mango papaya relish, world famous green beans, and an Israeli's couscous. Our dessert is going to be bananas Foster. So let's think about our menu. We're going to need an entree knife and an entree fork. You want to place your knife facing inwards about a ½ inch from the edge of the table, and your entree fork the same, about a ½ edge away from the table, and take your entree plate and place it in the center of your utensils. And then we have a fresh selection of bread, so we're going to need a bread plate. You want to place that to the left of your entree fork, and your bread knife faces the same direction as your entree knife on the right side edge of your bread plate. Then we have a field green salad, which we're going to need a salad fork for. So you want to set it offset from your entree fork a little ways up. And then we have a French onion soup that we're going to be serving. So we need a soup spoon, and that's going to go to the right of your entree knife. And for our dessert, we have the bananas Foster. So you want the head of your spoon to face towards your bread plate at the top of your entree plate. And then for our drink, we're going to place your goblet at the top of your entree knife. And of course, last but not least, you want your napkin, nice fold facing your guest. And that will finish our table setting for our menu.
Hello and welcome to OSU Institute of Technology. My name is Jared Glass, and today I'm going to be preparing bananas Foster, which you can see I have my ingredients laid out right here, ready to go. But before I do that, I want to tell you a little bit about bananas Foster. Bananas Foster is a flambé, which is a French term meaning flamed or flaming. Now, to flambe means to ignite the foods on fire that have the liquor within it. Now, that's done for a dramatic effect, but it's also done to enhance the flavor of the liquor that's within the food, and without actually having the alcohol essence within, because the flame is going to burn off the alcohol. Now, to start out with, we're going to take our butter here, we're going to put it in our pan here, and we're going to let that melt, get good and melted. Kind of swirl it around here in the pan. It'll take a few seconds here for it to get nice and melted, but we want it good and melted, but we don't want to get it too hot because we don't want our butter to burn. And believe me, it will burn. And while we're waiting on our butter to melt, I'm going to take our banana that we have here, and I'm going to cut it up so we can put it in our product here. Now it's just as easy to take your knife, go around the peeling of the banana like so, and peel it back. And it's also good to do it like this because people don't necessarily want to see you touching their food when you're doing tableside service. We're going to take the knife, we're going to go down the middle of the banana like so. Make sure to go through and make sure don't cut yourself when you're doing this. And then we're going to go down, just kind of get the banana cut up into good chunks, about 1 inch, be good. We may not have to use all the banana just because for the amount. Okay, now our butter is good and melted. Now we're going to add our brown sugar. And to stir that around, we're going to take a fork and an orange. And we're going to swirl it around like this, make sure everything's good and incorporate it. Now you want to make sure when you're doing this that you don't press through the orange, because you don't want to hear the fork grating against the pan, quite frankly. And it looks like we got a good substance going on right there. So, and we're using the orange also because it's going to add a little bit of flavor, and doing table side it's going to be a little bit more appropriate. Alright, now that we're done with that, we're going to set it aside. We're going to let this mixture kind of caramelize here, get good, and it's going to look almost like molasses, if you will, but not quite to that extreme. Gonna let it caramelize a little bit, and then at that point we're going to take banana and we're going to add it. You see it's not quite caramelized yet. We may need to add just a little bit more brown sugar there, just to make sure we get that good sweet flavor going. Alright, swirl it around a little bit more. Yeah, okay, there we go. That's looking a little bit better. Alright. Now we're going to take our banana and we're going to add our bananas to the mixture here. Like so. Like I said, we're going to have a little extra banana left over just because we don't necessarily need all of it. Okay. Once we've done that, wipe my hands off here. Don't want to get everything all nice and messy. Alright, we're going to take our orange here. We're going to swirl everything around again. Kind of lift it up off of the heat because we don't want it to burn. Kind of get everything good and covered and incorporated. Remove that. Okay, now we're going to add our liquor to it. Now we're going to add about a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons to it. And we're going to do that away from the flame because we don't want it to ignite prematurely. And we're going to take it, we're going to kind of tilt it over the flame. It's going to light up like that. And while it's burning, we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon to it. And you can see it kind of catching on fire. We're going to swirl things around again. Make sure everything's good and mixed up. Oops. And be careful, you don't want to get it everywhere like I just did. You're going to remove it from the heat and you're going to plate it up as such. Take a little rag here, kind of make sure your plate's nice and clean for presentation purposes. And there you have your Bananas Foster. And that concludes our demo for Bananas Foster.
Thank you for watching Capstone Cooking with OSUIT's fantastic culinary arts students. If you'd like to know more about this program, explore our culinary website at osuit.edu or call us at 918-293-4680. Get real, get hired at Oklahoma State University Institute of Technology.